It's going down. What is good, Carti people? The channel is your boy Bobbalam, and in today's video we talking about the opium civil war continuing. We thought it was over last night. I mean, things were said, again, not necessarily by Playboi Carti, but his team, so you can only assume that it was him, his little minions, acting how he tells them to, like a puppeteer. But then Pierre Bourne, known frequent collaborator, at least back in the past, with some of Carti's best days of production. Although, as we all know, he works with a lot of good producers still. Filthy, among others, on Whole Lotta Red and his more recent music. But still, Pierre Bourne is known as one of the most legendary producers, or at least of this time. But he entered the action earlier today saying, don't bite the hand that feed you. Obviously talking about A$AP Rocky, in that he is the hand that is feeding Playboi Carti, considering Carti is signed to his A$AP OG label. So, you know, if A$AP Rocky had his way after Carti got mad and, you know, dissed him online, or at least his affiliates did, but you can only assume again that that is Playboi Carti. You know, A$AP has all the power in the world to just veto all of the new music that Carti brings him, being like, nah, it's trash, we ain't releasing that, and stifle his entire career. Although that probably wouldn't happen, just because, you know, A$AP is making money off Carti, so why would he slow his own bag? Granted, A$AP Rocky is now what, with Rihanna, who is I think a billionaire or close to it, so does he really need the money? No. But once you get famous and rich, you got to be extra petty, because again, the money doesn't matter anymore. It's all monopoly. But Pierre Bourne talking about this situation, telling Carti and his affiliates to back off, or laughing at them. Maybe he's a little bit spiteful though, because as we all know, Carti recently has been dropping all of his music videos on the same day as Pierre Bourne, with Sky on the same day as For You when Pierre was dropping T-Lot 5, but also with this song that A$AP Rocky was getting the heat for with Sights, or Our Destiny, whatever it's called officially, that is. They dropped on the same day as Pierre Bourne's most recent album, Good Movie. But as we all know from yesterday's video, allegedly Playboi Carti had no idea, even though that's complete cap in my opinion, because it's been a whole goddamn week. You definitely knew, especially all your affiliates that we already talked about, quoted the lyrics on Twitter. So obviously y'all knew, but maybe you're just looking for a way to get out the label or diss A$AP Rocky publicly to again get out of the contract. But Playboi Carti's team was not having it, and I thought Pierre Bourne was part of the team, but I guess he's getting less and less involved as he's becoming his own artist and even started his own label, Sauce House. But they said explicitly, fuck Pierre too. I had to beg bro to let you in the studio. Don't bite the hand that feed you. Obviously addressing the exact quote Pierre Bourne just said on Twitter, but also saying F him, and he had to beg Carti to let him in the studio. So maybe that's why Carti and Pierre only had 2 songs on A Whole Lotta Red together, even though we all know that they're a legendary duo. If I was Carti, man, I would be in the studio with Pierre Bourne every single day. But I do get the point of distancing yourself from being with only one producer or one artist that you feature or collab with on a regular basis, because you don't want to become too dependent on them for beats or their features or their clout. Likely another reason why Pierre Bourne kind of split off and became his own artist, because he didn't want to be just a producer or just a Carti producer. But Jay, or Opium Baby, again Carti's A&R, and among other things, he got angry earlier on Twitter telling us all of his accolades and accomplishments, because a lot of fans aren't aware, I guess. But he continued saying, but just seen you in New York in the studio, and I tried to glue the shit back together for you, bro. Ain't checking for you, boy. So I guess that Carti and Pierre just aren't as good of friends as they once were, or aren't as frequent of collaborators anymore. Again, this isn't necessarily beef. It could just be they're trying to grow separate from each other, or they became different friends. I mean, have you seen the style of Pierre Bourne versus Playboi Carti? I can't really imagine them at the same events. Pierre is like singing along with Jesus and walking on water, meanwhile Carti is literally swimming in the blood of 1,000 goats and lava in hell, and of course sucking off every single vampire in existence. But lastly, Jay said, and Carti Pierre my fave combo, just mind your business, buddy. And to that I say, I cannot agree with you more. I feel like music lately has been a lot of dark beats. We need a little bit of light, especially with a lot of the negative energy that's been going around in the world. I need something that can get me through the day. Meanwhile, I'm getting butt fucked by all these energy prices. Oh, and one last thing that I forgot to mention is Homicide Bino chimed in on the situation, one of Playboi Carti's affiliates as well as producers, in which he said underneath Opium Baby's tweet saying, bro, get off the internet, y'all be tripping. In fact, on September 2nd, when this song released, the Sights with A$AP Rocky, he also posted a snippet of the music video, obviously approving it all, and wondering why Opium Baby brought it to Twitter instead of maybe beefing with A$AP or just discussing the topic with him in person rather than making it public and starting a whole beef between fan bases, potentially making some people look corny or whatever. Hopefully they can all solve this issue and no A$AP or Carti feud comes from this. But with all that being said, it's been your boy Bobbalam signing off, giving you all of the new Carti updates. Hopefully Pierre and Carti get back together, pause, so that they can create some more godly music. Honestly, Pierre just needs to start producing with all of our favorite rappers, not just Carti. Feel like he's been focusing too much on his own career. And that ain't no diss either, by the way. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Who is in the right, or are they just friends that'll get over it? Feel like Pierre and Carti have been kind of separating for a while though, unfortunately. Make sure to like and subscribe and join the Bobbalam King if you with it. Peace out, God people. Nice seeing.